Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Character Inspiration with Calvy Cal. Start like a talk show. Last time we did the Bard, I stated how I feel about Bards. This time we're going to be doing Human Barbarians. So, as always, GNE, good, neutral, evil. Good formula. Why change it? So the first one, although, I went here specifically to show the Barbarian, but I actually... Path of the Zealot, which I think is probably my favorite, even though I haven't gotten to play it that much. I think just because of this, I mean, it'd be so much fun to play a character who's really not scared of anything. I mean, just he's not afraid to die, especially if you have a character in the group who can res. I mean, so Path of the Zealot likes to fight. They live to fight. I mean, that's their thing, but they follow a good god. So they became a mercenary veteran, or they become a mercenary to, but only taking contracts that involve hunting down, killing evil people or evil whatevers, evil places. Whether it's humans or trolls or undead, they just like killing bad guys. They live for the fight. Kind of, it could be that's how they earn their place in, their form of Valhalla, really. It's the great tales of their short life comparatively, because, I mean, humans, they only live 60, 70 years, so they're not alive forever. It's compared to elves or dwarves or well, I guess not a lot of the other races, but at least half of the races live for a long time. So, but yeah, they mercenary veteran. They take jobs. So at some point, me and my friend, we had the idea. We're gonna play essentially. I think it's because it's similar to the character I was playing. I was playing a barbarian, and I actually really liked them. Really, really a lot of fun. I mean, I didn't do Totem of the Bear for because that would have been cheap. Everybody goes Totem of the Bear because they can tank everything except for psychic. But it'd be really cool to go be Path of Zealot, and then, like I said, Warrior of the Gods is a really cool ability. And so essentially we were both going to be like, we're lovers, and so his character got into a fight or was dragged into a fight or something, and my character came to rescue him, and died saving, the man that he loves, and I like the idea that Ilmater is the one who witnessed this, the sacrifice that he made. I could always find him, but I mean, it's Ilmater. It ill matters. God of, he who endures. He's the god of suffering, martyrdom, and perseverance. Like, he noticed this noble sacrifice, and decided to bring the character back to life. So that was the first time that he was brought back to life. And essentially, he isn't. He's not the bad guy. Essentially, the other character, and at that point, the other character, seeing this great divine intervention of a god, became immediately like, probably had a lot of characters in favor of him. They worship gods here and there for specific things, but seeing a god do that, like, would be like, oh, I thank you for doing this. So he became a cleric on the spot, pretty much, of Ilmater, and so he's a life cleric. And so it's kind of I think they explain there's the two sides. He does good. They both do good. I mean, they both help people and give everything that they can to the needy. They would rather take the burden of poverty on themselves than see other people suffer. So, but when somebody does cause suffering, unnecessary suffering, when somebody does evil things, that's when this barbarian steps in and just righteous fury and just lays waste, because that's what he does. So it was a really cool idea, especially because, if he dies, just bring it back. for free. All right, so the next one is Totem. Like I said, Totem. I really like I like Totem Barbarians. They're kind of cool. It gives the Native American theme to it. I mean, not calling Native Americans barbarians, but it does have the living out in the wilderness, survival, the spiritual nature of, because they're totem warriors. They're not barbarians. They're totem warriors. So they're mighty warriors that channel or have inspiration from animals. And so I really like elk. So when totem elk, elk isn't even in this book. Elk is in Sword Coast. I knew that. Because that's what my character was. He went elk and tabaxi elk, and I'm just like 210 feet and around. Bye. See you later. And I went entertainer background. Yeah, entertainer. So this person, where am I going? Oh, entertainer is part of a traveling band of performers, and so could be a she, could be a he. I'm not ever specific. I usually say he or she. But she could be an entertainer, and maybe because elk are traveling herds, and maybe she takes the inspiration from her totem and it's like, oh, I'll travel, and maybe she just had picked up some kind of musical instrument or some kind of performance, or maybe she just could be like it's kind of an interpretive dance where it's kind of like her as an elk, you know, not prancing, I guess, but traversing the wilderness, and it could be this kind of draws you in, thing. I just thought that'd be cool to have a barbarian entertainer who just travels. And I mean, maybe that's what they did, and maybe that why they left. Could be for any various reasons. Maybe they feel like they did enough and they want to go fight bad guys, or I don't know. It's whatever is relevant to your story. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to drag it into like Undermountain, but could be easy to drag it into the Tyranny of Dragons, or especially the Princes of the Apocalypse, campaigns. Descent into Avernus. I mean, anything, anything that would upset the natural balance would be something that she probably wouldn't like, because that threatens, nature, which she's appreciative of. And the last one idea had, all right, that one is in here. Simple Berserker. You just like murdering, and that's well, I think background's in here too. Yep. So Path of Berserker. He was a soldier and just got carried away. As soldiers are wont to do. Not want to do, but have been known to do. Maybe just all of the wars. He finally. This could be where he figured out that he was a berserker. So instead of him being a berserker the whole time, he just at some point just lost it, and just liked killing and killed a civilian. Maybe the civilian insulted him or disrespected him in some way, and he just had enough and freaking snapped and killed the guy. And because of that, he was kicked out of his unit, and now he just is a grumpy Gus and just likes going around killing things. And I mean, it could make sense that he wants to get back at his unit or soldiers in general, and maybe he that's how some group could have pulled him in. They're like, oh, we don't like them either. Come help us kill them. Or it could just could be his life's mission to take down specific. And I mean that, like, once again, this would be an interesting bad guy. Could be that one of the players is also a soldier from this unit, and he's hunting them down. And at some point they fight, and I mean, he doesn't have to get killed. Maybe in a moment of clarity he runs away. Or, I mean, he could get killed, but maybe he's brought back. Because some other higher power, not higher, like God, but like more powerful person is like, no, I also don't like this guy for whatever reason. It's, up to the US GM why this Berserker came back, but could become a Revenant, actually, and then he's Revenant hunting down us, so now he has all of his Berserker abilities, plus oh, that would be terrifying. God, he's so terrifying. But that would be interesting as a bad guy. Just a Berserker, a Barbarian Berserker Revenant who just specifically wants one player dead. And so, make for an interesting campaign on the run from a near unkillable Berserker. I mean, because you think about it, Revenants, I think already have like a regeneration. So imagine you resisting bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and also having regeneration. You're just not near unstoppable. I mean, it would make that's how you'd make a broken Barbarian, is if you want Path of the Totem and then Revenant, and you're just like, I have resistance to everything but psychic. Also, I regenerate, so the minuscule amount of damage I will take, I will then regenerate. So, and you just murder things. But yeah, so that could be a good inspiration for an evil character to play as a player. I mean, that's especially, I'm playing a Order of the Lycan character, so it's kind of similar that you go into combat and you berserk, and the team just is like, nope, staying away from you. You can nope right off in that direction. They just know to leave you alone. And then after you've murdered everything, they just stay away from you. They're just, we're over here shooting things or whatever. No, we're good. Like, you're terrifying because you just could eat your enemies. Be like the Grey Hulk from the Ultimates universe. Just eat your enemies in your Berserker frenzy. But yeah, so that is my human barbarian. Like I said, next time I'll probably do human paladin. Just to be done human. I don't know which ones I'll do next. I'll figure it out. I might steal an idea from some of the ones that friends of mine have played. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, like and comment. Make sure to hit the bell to get notifications about future videos, but only if you select all. You have to hit it and select all, so you see all my videos. I mean, I want to try to release these more often, but I think life happens, and so I generally, my priority is releasing my video game videos, even though not many people watch them. But that's it's a lot easier for me to get into because this requires much thought. I'm just playing a game and talking, whereas this requires some thought about a character backstory, and not too deep into a character backstory, just inspiration, an idea. You're like, oh, I like that, but I think that's what my friend did for his half work. He went, he liked devotion, but wanted, a different idea for, go conquest, or conquest, but acolyte, or whatever. I don't know. You just pick a direction, but gives you ideas. And I mean, I hope you guys like them. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Cow out.